Thank you, but your pass. It's 4 a.m. here in Poland. Fair enough, boy K. I will roll again. Redman, 2112. Congratulations. You have won a challenge slot, should you choose to accept it. Would you like to take me up on that, sir? You enter just to test your luck. Well, boy K, your luck has been duly tested. Woot, says Redman 2112. Awesome. Let me go ahead and put you into my spreadsheet here. Redman 2112, and it looks like I have you. Oops, nope. So, in-game name is Stoneheart. Is that still the case? I have your in-game name down here as Stoneheart. So let's go ahead and clear that. So if your in-game name has changed, let me know. We all know the drill, but I'll go over it just as a reminder. I'm going to pop into the Proving Grounds. And when you are ready, Redman, you get to send me a challenge. Please explain 4Keeps to Twilight's Falling. Hey, Twilight's Falling. The link to the 4Keeps explained. Yes, it does. So you can go to the 4Keeps. That should give you a pretty decent explanation. But just as a really quick overview, the way it works is Redman, who has won a challenge slot, will be able to take a deck of Hex deck, and try to defeat a gauntlet we've put together. If he manages to beat it, he wins all sorts of prizes. And how he beats it will determine what kinds of prizes he gets, but that's the gist of it. So you can go and read that at your leisure. But the best way to find out what's going on is to watch. Redman, you have the challenge slot. You know the drill. Whenever you are ready, shoot me a challenge. When you do so, we are gentlemen here. Please mute and minimize the stream. I know that there are prizes on the line, but we are going to be the best that we can be. Beyond that, it's one and done. You get knocked out, you're out. You beat a keep, you move forward. You may sideboard in between keeps. Otherwise, best of luck to you. All right, meeting and advising now. Thank you so much. I will see you on the other side. All right, so we're just waiting for Redman, who I have down as Stoneheart, to pop into the Proving Grounds. And when he has logged on and done that, he will challenge me, and we will go off. There's Stoneheart. Awesome. Okay, so here we go to keep 1.13. Healthy living. We accept. Yeah, another thing to keep aware, Twilight is Falling, is that The decks are always in the exact same order. Like, you see those numbers? We've done this, 14 times now. So, there's a Keep 1, a Keep 2, and a Keep 3, and they're always in the same order, and they're always the same deck, until somebody manages to beat them and take the grand prize. So, it gives you guys, as players, the chance to theorycraft, the chance to know sort of what's coming up, my general play style, and try and build around that. We'll play first. Was this acceptable? I don't know that this is acceptable. We'll keep it. We do, after all, have the ability to draw another card with the Arborean Rootfather. We're going to say good luck and have fun to our opponent. And then we're off. Shard of Life coming down. We're going to pop down a Wild. That'll give us the ability to play Howling Brave next turn. Threshold and resource fixing. Delicious. After that, I think we have to hope for another Shard. We'll need that to play the Cluckadon. But once we can play the Cluckadon or threaten the Crocosaur, which we have, I'd be much happier. Crocosaur does have the advantage of being able to clear out much of our opponent's board. Awesome, we got the Diamond Shard down. That's exactly perfect. We now have enough for our Champion Power. We get our Threshold, as long as he doesn't Burninate or bounce back the Howling Brave. We have our Succulent Cluckadon next turn. Hey, why not a full alternate art deck? Normally, my OCD makes me do that, Skirovic. The problem is, I don't have the dust necessary to make something like that happen. Yeah. Magic Gaz has the right of it. Like this, I have like maybe 6 of those, and that's not enough. That is not enough at all. We're gonna go ahead and Diamond Shard there, and we'll get a Cluck. Delicious Cluckadon. So that means in 2 turns we can crock it up. Promo dust equals expensive. It is. It's so expensive, Twilight is Falling. It is just really ridiculously difficult to get your hands on. I'm hoping eventually that this will be less true as we move forward. But I'm not holding my breath. If we draw a non-dual shard, we can play the Crocosaur right away, which is the ideal situation. No, we didn't. So we're going to toss down our Shard of Life here. We are going to get a Wild. And with that resource, I will play my Howling Brave. Very good. So next turn, we can kill the Mirror Knight, I hope. Yeah, we'll attack him. Wait, do we attack him? Does he have speed? What would have... No. It's unlikely to have haste. Hastiness. We'll attack him. He's not gonna deal damage. We gain so much life back. Yeah, that's acceptable. You sold all your promo dust because you don't use alternate art cards. Fair enough. Uh-oh. Is he going to sacrifice it right away? Or is he going to wait and try to make that Storm Cloud even scarier? Highlands Black Belt. Okay. Acceptable. This is actually really intriguing. We're going to toss down Shroud of Life. We are going to gain... I suppose it doesn't really matter. Wild. And now... Yes, our opponent will be able to draw a card, but that's the price of doing business. Let's kill the two greatest threats on the table. Nom nom. And then we swing in. If he wants to block, he's going to have to block with both of his troops, in which case we will have cleared the board completely with our Succulent Clickadon. And that's a trade I'm willing to make. 4 health and killing 2 troops? Yes, please. Well, our opponent is at 12. Okay, Scrap Tech Brawler coming down. It looks like... You know, if I were my opponent... I mean, admittedly, he doesn't know what we have in our hand. But if I were my opponent, I might seriously consider using Highland Black Belt's ability to kill these guys. Use Wings of the Phoenix. Gets to fly, deal damage to our face, and then deal 1 damage to all troops. Because stopping our ramp is probably the single most useful thing that this deck could do at this moment. Yep. Look at that. He knows. Well played. Alright, so we're going to lose our guys, which sets us back a little bit. But we are still at 21. And our opponent is not. I wonder what he made. Probably damage? Possibly. Aha! Aha! We're gonna swing in. He's gonna have to block, and likely he'll double block. Yep. We'll gain 5 life. And our opponent is at 8. There are worse places to be when it's very clearly a ramp deck versus jank. Does Wings say that the Highlands Black Belt does the damage? You know, I'm not sure. That would be really interesting. Mesmerize. Uh-oh. I regret that slightly. Well, we will take 5. What we need at this venture is a shard. Yes, please. Here's hoping he does not have a counter magic. Counter magic? No. So we have our 8/8 sitting pretty on the field. Unfortunately not able to attack in. That Mesmerize made me very sad. But it's unable to be affected by his shenanigans. And we can use it to slowly gain our life total back up. I don't know the answer to that, Skirovic. I believe it does. I believe it still counts as damage by the black belt. But I would need to double check that. And he's going to have to block. Probably with just one of his troops. Ruby Pyromancer. Makes sense. He still has... One of the cards in his hand is whatever ability he gave to the Highlands Black Belt. And then we'll play Holy Ascension. So if we ever get to 40 life, we will become a crazy angel-making machine. Hey, Balthazar. Yeah, let's gain 8 health, please. Draw 8 cards. Toss down Diamond Shard. We will go ahead and attack in. Gain 8 life. Our opponent is forced to block. Yeah, it's another black belt, Skirovic. Yeah, he had one of them in here. And Wings of the Phoenix. So one other card, which is now useless in his hand, allows him to do some sort of shenanigans. So he needs to get us down 5 life. We have blockers. So at the start of our turn, we could become super amazing Angel Generator. It's always awesome when you can pull this off. Crackling Bolt on the Live Lyricist. Fair. Lord Alexander. Oh, he's a 3-drop? No, he can't possibly. One of those cards is the ability from the black belt. Ah. Bling. Invincible goodness. GG, he says. Well played. Winning all 3 games with Paragon as the champ. Oh man. That would be pretty nasty. Alright guys, the keep has been defended. When Redman 2112 comes back to the stream, make sure you give him a warm round of applause. That was an excellent attempt. And let's go ahead and roll and see what he's added to the keep, shall we? Last time we added a rise again. This time, we will be adding the Kraken. Nice. We'll put a little bit of sushi up in there. Here we go. Giveaway list. 1 times the Kraken. Very well played, Redman. Yeah, the deck is a little bit RNG-y. It swings, it's not tuned super efficiently, but when it works, it goes like crazy. But if you weren't here to hear, we have added the Kraken. That was your roll, so congratulations. I'm sure everybody appreciates that. Let's do another one. Yeah? Let's do another one. A raffle is now open. Once again, exclamation point, 4Keeps. And we'll put the Wednesday up so you guys can see those keywords. Same deal as before. You win a challenge slot. An opportunity to play for fabulous prizes. And remember, as every Wednesday, no in-stream currency required. I have something to win if the Keeps get to defend against your deck because I get to see the deck list. Ooh, yeah, that'll be exciting. You're going to build a deck for this every Wednesday. It is Twilight's Falling. Actually, I do this every time I stream. So for you guys, if you are new to the stream, I do a call for the Keeps every time I stream, typically after a draft or two. So every Wednesday, and then also my regular streaming times are Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. On Monday and Friday, instead of being just a keyword, you can buy in using in-stream currency. Bronto Bucks. You get Bronto Bucks by following the channel. You get 200 Bronto Bucks for following the channel. You get Bronto Bucks by staying here, watching, enjoying. You get Bronto Bucks if you leave the channel on. When I'm passively off there, you get some Bronto Bucks as well. Small amount, about 10% of the normal gain. But every little bit helps. Hex Baldo, thank you so much for the follow. Tip of the hat to you. Greatly appreciated. And also, you can get Bronto Bucks by, occasionally I'll do drafts, and when I do drafts, you can bet on the outcome and maybe win some Bronto Bucks that way. So there are a bunch of ways you can earn some extra Bronto Bucks. What is the challenge? Asked Nadri. The last one you heard was defeated. The current challenge, Nadri, is Mind over Matter. You must have at least 61 cards, so over 60 cards, in your deck at the end of 2 out of the 3 keep victories. Well, Twilight, thank you so much for the follow. You are a gentleman You are a scholar. Perhaps even a dinosaur. Alright, we have 13 entries. I'm going to put a timer on this. Make sure you enter if you would like to play. TA009. Thank you so much for the follow. I'm so glad you guys are having fun. Welcome. Put a 3-minute timer on this. Is it one of the keeps a mill deck? Is it? Yes, it is a mill deck. But, it is a mill deck with a twist. And not that scary. And honestly, that can be the easiest matchup, depending on what kind of deck you run. So you'll need well over 80 cards to have a shot. 80 cards is probably worthwhile, Nadri. I will say that in testing, when we were designing this, so for the record, just for everybody who doesn't already know, I do a lot of testing with occasionally Satalution, Midnight, and Celandine. They're all moderators in the channel. Awesome guys, awesome deck builders. One of the solutions to this, or at least the second keep, was a 80 card deck. Pure Mill or Ermite Spider Mill. Well, it's Skarabic, you're just gonna have to watch and find out. But it can be done. You don't have to run a jank deck. You can run a number of different options. I've heard people scheming about these. You can use Scheme. You could use Pack Raptors. You could use Ancestors Chosen. You can use oh geez, what else is there? Just build a deck with 80 cards in it. 80, 90 cards, whatever, and play that way. A lot of cool ways to do it. Big day for you. You just picked up your playset of Extinction. Congratulations, Adam H. That's so cool. I'm happy for you. Yeah, Gensling has it. Sliver of the Immortal Spear. Replicator's Gambit. See, you guys are already thinking outside the box, and that is exactly what I wanted. Miniobot. Yeah. Briar Legions. Ooh, that's another fun one. Actually, I think Briar Legions has the fastest generation out of all of those extra generation things, because you can just use a Briar Patch Conjurer, and every turn you're creating more and more and more and more. Your deck just balloons. With spiders in your deck with targeted effects. That would be cool. I'm not sure how effective it would be, but cool. Alright guys, let's pull a winner. The raffle is closed. Who has the next challenge slot? It is Esotericist. Esotericist, congratulations. You have won a challenge slot. Would you like to take me up on that, sir? Esotericist, you have won a challenge slot. Awesome. Oh, an esotericist. An aside, but I've sent you an email relating to your previous winning of the cloud sleeves. Let me know if the code works for you, okay? Because this one should work. I got in touch with the donor, and I got a new code. But I'd really like to make sure you won that prize, or actually got that prize that you were promised. All right. Yes, Esotericist, you may have one moment. Your in-game name is also Esotericist. Works for me. Oh, good. You sent me a message back. That's probably what I'm sitting on up there. Awesome. Well, good. I'm really glad to hear it. All right, Esotericist, you know the drill. Whenever you are ready, logged in, and have your deck all put up in the proper configuration, you shoot me a challenge. I will accept your challenge, and we will rumble. Song is good. Oh, I'm glad you like it. Yeah, Twilight's Falling In. Actually, for everybody who's joining our stream, the current song is always down at the bottom. You can take a look and find out what it is. You can also click on the music link. It'll take you to the number of artists I use. All the music is graciously streaming allowed, royalty free or streaming allowed. And I use artists from Argo Fox, Approaching Nirvana, and Monster Cat. Fantastic labels. Argo Fox in particular, I think, is a Canadian indie cover label which supports a number of up-and-coming artists. So if you like some of the music, you should really check it out. Approaching Nirvana, fantastic duo. Apparently, they first started collaborating with each other over Skype. Think about that. A band that got together over an internet telephone and started making music that we can now all enjoy. Like that is a quintessential example of the internet age. It's so cool. Like that just blows my mind. All right, we'll clear this off. Heading to the Ruin Grounds, muting and minimizing the stream. Awesome, Esotericist says, shoot me a challenge whenever you're ready. We will see you on the other side. Cool. All right, Esotericist coming in. The first keep 1.13, healthy, living. We accept. Just in time for 4Keeps fun. You are, Hoyle. You are. This is actually our second challenge for the evening. Redman came in and had a pretty good attempt at it. Ooh, look at that. Oh, I'm excited. Good luck and have fun. This is cool. I will keep this hand because it's actually fairly flexible. We'll take the wild. We can play our Howling Brave. That'll give us 2 wild, and then we can play either the Holy Ascension or the Succulent Cluckodon, whichever is more relevant. Internet telephone sounds like I'm from the past explaining the future. Sometimes I feel that way, Skirvik. Sometimes I think we need to take a step back, look at the world we live in, and then realize how amazing it is. It's kind of amazing. It's like that XKCD comic, which, by the way, if you don't read XKCD, you should. A fantastic comic. But more to the point. With the power of my mind, I can pull up pictures of cats from all over the world, and amuse myself for hours. How cool is that? I can talk to people on the other side of the globe in a machine that holds lightning. And that's the world we live in. I'm gonna go ahead and swing in. Or no, I'm not gonna swing in. What am I talking about? I'm going to use my Howling Brave to gain resources. Skip. And I'm gonna play my Succulent Cluckodon. Because it's so succulent. Whose book? I imagine the XKCD guy, whose name I cannot remember. Hmm? Yes! Monroe. Ruh-roh. That is a vampire princess. I disapprove. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna play a Diamond Shard. We are going to put this down. And we are going to swing in. The real danger here is that our opponent will have Extinction, or something of its ilk, and then we'll cry. But for now, I'm okay with it. Ruh-roh. Exarch of the Egg. Can't say I approve. We'll get wild. Let's gain some life. Sure, let's gain some life. And we swing in. Aha! And then the Live Lyricist. I'm gonna hold on to Howling Brave, because we might need the ramp. And all of a sudden, I'm afraid. Benteo. Ruh-roh. Aha! Aha! Let's gain a resource. And let's play Ozawa, the Cosmic Elder. I just sincerely hope he doesn't have removal in the form of a Murderfy or anything like that. Because if we get to attack in once, just once, with that Ozawa, then we will get Immortal Angels, which seems pretty good. So please no murder. Please no bounce. Be kind. Extinction? No! I knew it. I knew it. Alright. Now the good news is that we can play the Arborean Root Father next turn. Which is why I kept that Howling Brave and I didn't play him. It's precisely for things like this. Endgame with 60 plus 1 cards in his deck or your deck? In my opponent's deck. His deck is the Mono Bloodlist from the VIP. Perhaps Twilight is Falling. I mean, I had a deck very similar to the Mono Bloodlist from VIP. In fact, I'm sure many people did. It was a modified version using set 3 cards, which are very strong. Uh-oh. What's this do? Let's put this back into the deck. No, Ozawa! I regret everything. Oh well. Spiderling Egg, no. We get a shard. Okay. Now we wait. Now we wait. Infamous Neo, thank you so much for the host. Everybody who is joining us, welcome. You are watching Dinotropia, and we are doing our regular community giveaway competition called the 4Keeps competition. If you want to find out more about it, click the banner down below. Brood Baron. Oh dear. That is not good. Is the current deck anti-TM with the healing? Kind of. A little bit Whispersill. It's called Healthy Living. Of course, not so healthy right now, all infested with spiders. Keep dealing damage. We'll take the damage, that's fine. And Holy Ascension is a little bit of a dream right now anyway. Oh dear. Okay, well I'm gonna hold on to this wild shard. Make my opponent think I have something. We don't need extra charges. We don't really have much of a chance right now. Although I guess with Vampire Princess, never mind. Vampire Princess is just going to have him seeing what our wild shard is anyway. I need to call an Exterminator. Yes, that sounds reasonable. If only. Maybe some sort of crocodile dinosaur hybrid, yeah. Well, Crocosaur would help us very much in this situation. We could kill both the Brood Baron and that Vampire Princess. Although I think it might be too late. Well, we have 2 Holy Ascensions. That's not going to do us any good. We'll play it, because we don't want to make kisses for Esotericist. But I think Doomed is the right description for what's going on here. Not the optimal draw, no. Not at all, Twilight is Falling. It's a terrible draw. We're so dead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We can block with the Brood Baron. Keep ourselves alive for at least one more turn. I think I will block with the Howling Brave. There's very little point to not blocking. Let's see, there are a couple things off the top that could save us. Nominally, anyway. Chlorophilia is not one of them. GG. To Esotericist. GG. Could use a judgment. That is true. Judgment would be useful. So we know his deck is kind of control-y. And full of spiders. Wow, that is a boom situation if I ever saw one. Let's confirm that. We'll forfeit. And exclamation point, boom, number 1. Explosions. Keep number 1 has fallen. So Esotericist will shoot us another challenge here, and we will move on to the second keep. Alright, looks like he is going to sideboard here. Seems reasonable. Spiders was actually a really good choice, as you guys will see with the second keep. Spiders are very strong against the second keep. So guys, we've had several weeks now, a couple months now. Am I losing track of time? Of set 3. What do you guys think of it? That time to settle. What are your overall impressions? I think it's been a really nuanced drafting environment. I'm liking Limited a lot. Keep 1.13. Action. Johnson. Accept. Venom Rock. Oh, Whispersill, I'm with you. Venom are so much fun to play. And Winter Moon is amazing. We have many a deck that run Winter Moon. Some really great things going for us here. Ooh, 2 Thunderfield. Okay. Our opponent does get the first turn play. But we get to play Thunderfield Seer, which can give us some draw. This is not terrible. I think he might be boned this game. Well, let's see. This deck is slow. But when it goes, whew, fireworks. Syzygy. I'm gonna play our Seer. We'll play our Syzygy. We'll swing in for 1 damage. Oh dear, did he not play a second shard? Oh, did he keep a 1 shard hand? Oh, he kept a 1 shard hand. We're gonna go ahead and Arcane Focus here. We want to find that action. That's an Arcane Focus. Yes, please. Double draw Arcane Focus. Don't mind if I do. We will play a Syzygy. We will Arcane Focus and draw a bunch of cards. Whee! And we will take... Ooh, Arcane Focus or Augur. I like the Augur. And we swing in for all of the damages. If he doesn't get removal soon, we can play the Archmage. Oh, we got a second shard. Okay. Exarch? I imagine he's got to have something. Okay, so he does have a Rune Web. That's a thing. I'm gonna toss down the Sapphire Shard, and I'm going to play the Archmage. Hopefully murder isn't in our future. I would be very sad if we were murdified. But I will still swing in. All the damage we can. And with 2 Syzygies, we can play the first scheme, but then the second scheme is free. So that'll be good. No murder, please. Oh, Withering Touch. No. I needed that. Rude. Rude, I say. Okay, well, we will Sapphire. And then we'll Scheme. What do I want to have multiples of? Probably... Let's go with Chronic for now. And then we'll Thunderfield Seer. We can't attack in anymore. Vexing. But at the very least, oop, Fenteo. Uh-oh. We can see what's coming. Ooh, Oracle Song. I like that. Please don't have Extinction. But even if he does, we have 2 Oracles, so... Alright, you'll see you guys around. Really digging the Hex streaming community so far. Well, I'm so glad to hear that. Welcome, Twilight's Falling. I hope you have a fantastic time, and maybe we'll see you around. Cheers! Extinction. This might be where Extinction happens. Yep. Well, we knew that was a thing, didn't we? Let's draw 3 cards. And let's escalate the situation. I'm kind of afraid to draw cards, aren't I? I'm gonna wait until my opponent plays something and use the Oracle Song next turn. Keep my resources open, make it seem like I have a counter spell. Brood Baron. Yep, it's that time again. Where we weep and sincerely hope that we draw a card engine. Syzygy, not a card engine, but kind of okay. We'll mastery here. We'll Oracle. And then we'll Syzygy. So we get another turn, which is good, but we need more card draw, which is bad. Sapphire and Thunderfield Seer. Okay, it's going to double up. That's all well and good. Oh, that Brood Baron's bad news. Oh. Say hi if we ever play in-game Final Fantasy. Nice. We'll do Twilight's Falling. I need to draw something fantastic. Not sure Arcane Focus qualifies, but we'll make do. Give us something good, please. Okay, we'll take a Spiderling Egg. The other one goes on the bottom of the deck, though. That's nice. Resolve Arcane Focus to get a Seer. Cool, we'll take the Seer. We will play the Seer, we will play the Thunderfield Elder. Nice, but not really enough. Not right now. With every spider in our deck, our chances of survival go down. $90. Okay. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage. We are at 7. Do a shard. That is not enough. Not quite. I think basically what we need is our next card. This needs to have hit a Mastery of Time. And we have to get super lucky with our draws. Get a Sirion, I think. And then win that way. I just added about 30 to the deck. Yeah, this is... We're almost going to lose strictly from spiders. This is cool. I like Venom. You're at 5, but he's not attacking. Really? Well, I got a tarantula egg. And another sapphire shard. We got a little bit unlucky here. Whispers. Somebody's whispering me. He wants the spider win. The spider win's pretty solid, actually. Yep, he's going for it. He's going for it. Boom. Hey there, Nine Clouds. Welcome to the stream. And that, my friends, is a boom 2 situation. So, Esotericist has met the challenge condition. I want to point that out. The challenge condition has been met. So all he needs to do is win against the last keep. Yep, that is correct, Umbra Eternus. So now we just need to wait for the last... Question about sideboarding. Can you drop down to 60 cards now? Illegal sideboarding. Only 15 cards for the sideboard. And what goes out must come in. And vice versa. Defend it with my life. I will try. Yeah, Nadri, Brood Baron has a thing where if you get to over a certain amount of eggs, you just instantly lose. Your opponent is destroyed. Yeah, so basically, Nadri, what that's saying is if you let the Brood Baron sit there on the table, you have, like, what, a 6-turn clock? If they have even a couple of spiders in the deck, you're dead. 5-6 turns. Boom. It doesn't even have to attack. It's really impressive. Alright, looks like Esotericist is running into a slight issue, needs to restart Hex. So we will continue to talk about fun stuff. So, I was starting this conversation before we jumped into our second Keep Challenge with Esotericist. You guys are talking about your reactions to set 3, and I caught a couple of them. In general, people are disgruntled about Titania's Majesty. Completely get that. I have my own feelings on the topic. We have, in general, some people liking the draft environment, some people saying that they've been having a less of a success with it. What really, if you are a fan of the limited environment, why? Or if you're not, why not? I really want to hear your guys' feedback on this. Because I have a very particular... How do I put this? I have my own feelings about set 3. I think its strengths and its weaknesses, which I can share with you. But I want to solicit some of your guys' reactions first before I do. You love that you can respond to Brood Baron by hatchering. Nice. So, actually, Nine Clouds, on the topic of themes, my reaction to it is that, you know, there are themes in the cards, like actual, like, tribal themes, but then in the drafting environment, if you try to go themes, you will very often run into some trouble. So I think there's some really interesting disconnects that's going on between stories in the cards and actual drafting strategy. Bruvault says that the champions seem left overpowered. You prefer the draft environment of set 3, but really don't like Constructed Gauntlet. That's completely fair. Gauntlet is its very own beast. I don't play very much Gauntlet, so I can only say so much on the subject. But anytime you run into a best of one format, it's going to be skewed towards a very particular subset of decks. Love the new champs. Some are really balanced, though. Some are useless. Hope they improve on that for set 4, but you don't miss Fuziko or Giles. You know, Greedy Jawa, if you guys remember the set 1 champions, I felt the same way. Like, set 3 to me is a return to set 1. There's some who are, like, really good, but then there are some that are just sort of Swiss Army knifey, useful in the right situation. It's like, I happen to have this screw. What will I do with it? Oh, well, this guy's a hammer. I'm going to use this guy because he has a Phillips head, right? The champions seem tuned very specifically to solve certain kinds of problems, and I like those. I like that a lot. And draft their breaks in the tribal theme, more about synergies. Absolutely. Absolutely. The tribal theme, I think, is... So I've talked about tribes before, when we look at Limited. And, you know, tribes to me are signposts. They are directions that say, you might want to go in this direction, but you don't have to. And so if you just like, oh, I'm going to take all the spiders, well, that's fine. You'll have a decent deck, but it's not going to be the most scary deck you could make. You think Tribal is stronger than Sealed? Interesting. I want to pick your brain as to why you think that. But first, it looks like Esotericist has gotten back in. We're going to 3.13. This is it, guys. This is for the keeps. Grand prize. Let's do it. Sage advice. Whew. Can we keep this? This is essentially a 6-shard hand. Happier with this one. Well, this one we'll be happy with. Happy. Happy-ish. I would, I guess to some extent we're still stuck. It's not as bad as it could be, though. And we have Repel open. For stupid things like that Rune Web Enforcer. Yeah, that's a repellable object. Bye, B. And it doesn't look like he plays anything. Oh, he's got a shard. Never mind. Fanteo! Fun times. Ooh, Royal Valkyr. That's 1, 2, 3. We're missing one shard. No, still. Toss down Shard's Conquest. We'll get our Ruby. Play the Royal Herald. We will get Sapphire. As if he's attacking us and not putting spiders into our deck, that's like the best thing that could happen. It's not going to happen. But it would be okay. Inquisition. No. Hand destruction. So evil. Bye-bye, birdie. No, might as well buff up the Royal Herald. But that's the extent of it. That's all we can do. And every Tarantula makes drawing cards that much more terrifying. Oh, you typed the answer out. Cool. Ah, yeah. Okay, I can see that. That's legit. Is this a boom? It might be, Shosny. It might be. Especially if he has a Withering Touch. He knows we have a Repel. He's got a Vampire King down. We now have 4 Tarantula Eggs in the deck. You haven't had a chance to lose to a keep yet, don't die. I'm trying! Groundwork, I'm trying. I'm trying so hard. Hey, Unity Generator. Oh. I have all the Unity. Okay, well our hand is now destroyed. And we take 3 damage. Ooh, a Tunneler. What could that be? Probably Reese. If I had to guess. Ow. Let's gain Threshold. Let's go with Ruby. Those rubies are awesome. And now we get... what do we get? Diamond! Okay. I'm gonna hold on to this. I think I'm also gonna play my Flood animation here. Blub, blub, blub. We're in trouble. Terrible, terrible trouble. There's Vampire Princess. Sure, let's gain a threshold. Why not? Ruby! Ooh, Houndmaster of Artivas. That's something, right? Kind of sort of wish I'd kept that first hand now. Just a little bit. Oh, never mind. He had the murder. Poor doggy. Left all alone. We're gonna take 5. Yes, no blocking. Threshold! We're gonna have all the colors of the rainbow. There's the tarantula egg. One of, I'm sure, many. Bye-bye. But we get a Royal Cut Blood. So perhaps all is not lost. Perhaps. So we are gonna have to block. We'll block there. Let's gain some threshold. So at the very least, we can be all rainbow-rific. Rainbow-rific? Rainbow-rific. That is a Shard of Purpose. Not enough. Let's Royal Cut Blood here. It gives us 4 health back. But we need a blocker. And he's going to have Reese coming in, as well as a 5/5. That's game. GG. Oh, Monsoon. And not Reese. I wasn't expecting that. I honestly thought it was Reese. Huh. Oh, either way, guys, when Esotericist comes back into the channel, give him a warm round of applause. He's done it. That, my friends, is Boom number 3.
Explosions.
Running spiders, of all things. Absolutely grunt work. I agree. Where's the list of the challenge rewards? It's not completely up to date. I'll put the keep list up so you guys can see it. There are quite a few there. If this is difficult for you to read, which I'm sure it is, it's difficult for me to read, you can also click right there. Shosny, look at that, Shosny. So speedy. You can check out that list. It's not, again, still needs to be updated over the past day or two. I need an animation for challenge complete. I do, Nine Clouds. Congratulations. Esotericist, you have won all of the things. Thanks goes to Afghan for lending you some Vampire Kings and Monsoons. Sweet. Yes, just a quick recap of some of the things you have won. You have won a bunch of Rise Agains, alternate arts for days. Crucially, there is a alternate art, extended art, Stormcloud. It was graciously donated by Hoyled. You have Einherjar, donating Constantina's, Savage Raiders, Hex Engines, Storm of the Century. Yeah. It's pretty big. It's a great way to end it, huh? Let me go ahead and pull up my spreadsheet. I want to make sure all my records are in order. 4Keeps. Means we need to open up a new keep list. Let's see. One moment. Record keeping. Esotericist. Rename. Okay, we take our current giveaway list, copy it all over into this one. We'll delete this list, and now let's roll some more. The Keeps has fallen, but a new Keeps, like a phoenix, is going to arise from the ashes. Let's roll 3 things to get it started. Another Kraken, okay. Whoops, I did not have the contest spinner up, my bad. I rolled another Kraken. You can see that right there. That was item number 1. 3 random uncommons, okay. We'll roll again. We have Tatalka. 1 X Talka. And 1 Demented Demolisher. So perhaps the Keep Challenge shouldn't give away everything. You mean it sucks so much? Why does it suck, Adam H? So, okay. The way the keeps are designed, Adam H, is this is instead of a daily giveaway. You know how a lot of streamers do regular giveaways and will, just random card, pack a day, whatever. Right? This way, instead of giving them all out just from a raffle, which can be exciting, I mean, people like winning things, but this lets it accrue over time, slowly getting bigger and bigger and bigger if a keep manages to stand the test of time. The reason why this keep was so incredibly huge was because people got really hyped up and started donating things. They specifically asked for them to be in the keeps, and when people ask for them to be in the keeps, I will put them there. However, when people are donating, and if you feel like donating, remember, a nice mix of stuff on the wheel and a nice mix of stuff in the keeps helps keep this last longer if keeps fall quicker than you might otherwise imagine. Should check mail? All right, I will check the mail. So this is our current list: the Kraken, random uncommons, Tatalka, and a Demented Demolisher. But yeah, I feel very strongly that the keep prizes should grow to become epic. My in-game name is Dinotropia. That is correct, Incendium. All right. Aw. Thank you, Gruntwork. We also have Eternal Guardian. All right. Let's put that in. 1x Eternal. Courtesy of Gruntwork. Yeah, thank you so much, guys, for any kinds of donations. They help me keep this going, because otherwise it all comes out of my collection, and I absolutely love giving stuff away, but my collection is dependent on how well I do in draft, so there is that. If the donations flow, then giving everything is all right. You just hate to see that giant list disappear. I feel ya, Adam H. I feel ya. Sure, Ember Eternus, go right ahead. Feel free to well, okay. How would you, through Skype? Maybe. We'd have to schedule something. We'll claim this. Add these things to the next Keep Rewards list. And don't forget about the gold. Oh my goodness, 9 Clouds. Thank you. Look at that. Asasasa. I can never pronounce that. A Slamvolt. Drifter's Lament. Harbinger. Rifkin, Bonespike, Taffer the Tireless, Dingler King, Lilith, Count Davian, Spirit of the Triumvirate. These are pretty awesome prizes, guys. If you haven't gotten these PvE mercenaries, they are eventually going to be really important when PvE content comes out. Bunch of legendary stuff: Dome of Extraction, Hood of Insight, Amulet of the Sun, Plans for Destruction, Nariep, Locket of Creation. Thank you so much, 9 Clouds. Oh my goodness. Okay, how do I... Jeez, how do I add that? Where's the pack? I don't know. Is there a pack in here? I don't see a pack. Can I scroll up? I cannot. It goes here and there. So let me go ahead and write some of these down. Actually, you know what? I'll write them off stream. You guys don't need to watch me adding stuff to the keeps. But I have a note of this right here. It does say 17 things in the lower right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. It does. Maybe there is a pack somewhere. Huh. Weird. Yeah, can you just tell me what you sent, 9 Clouds, and I can check that in my inventory. Did you send a pack? How many packs did you send? Incendium sending 2 Souls of Battle was an Armies of Myth pack. All right, I am going to write that down, 9 Clouds. One Army of Myth pack. So that'll be a thing. And I will add that to the wheel. Incendium donating 2 Souls of Battle. Thank you so much. We have Esotericist. Add these to the next 4 keeps. Thank you. So Brood Baron We have a alternate art, Bright Moon Brave. We have an Exarch of the Egg. And these can either go right on the wheel or right on the list. Oh, thank you, Nine Clouds. Yeah, I'll probably do a little bit of a mix of both, but we've been getting a crazy amount of donations. Having stuff on the wheel is nice. It really is. It also lets it grow organically, because when there's a ton in the keeps and they haven't been proven to last, and it's not, it's not that exciting. You get 1 or 2 fights and then it dies, and people are like, oh, well, that's a lot of stuff that just disappeared. Right? Duplicitous Duke, an alternate art. Duplicitous Duke. Greedy Jawa, you'll add a primal pack, set 3 to the wheel. Just send you a mail. Absolutely, Greedy Jawa, thank you. Yeah, and Arachnophobia, Exarch of the Egg. Thank you, Esotericist. I'll write this down. Awesome. Thank you. And then Yggdrasil for the new Wheel of Great. Oh my goodness. Can you guys see this? Yggdrasil, thank you. We have Unity Generator. We have Iljune's Parade. We have 4 Yanceys, a Charged Colossus, 2 Houndmasters of Ardevas, 4 Mist Lords, Blamsack, 2 Valiant Escorts, a Scrapyard Magatron, a Blood Pit Reaver, 4 Purges, a Disciple of Yazakon, Starsight Oracle, 4 Bright Moon Braves, alternate art, 4 Balthazars, and 2 Prodigies of Voloslav. We are going to add that to the wheel right away. Thank you so much. Might be a little bit more exciting and more current. That's fantastic. Thank you so much, everybody. Your donations mean the world to me. They help me keep this going, and I really want to keep this going. I have so much fun. Ah, Jensling, sharing your deck list. Yeah, so as Gruntwork is pointing out, for those of you who weren't here during the beginning and middle of my stream, I should mention we have a new program going, Ghost Tokens. This allows you to spend some Bronto Bucks, and it's a decent amount of Bronto Bucks. It's about 10 tickets, but people put in 10 tickets for the keeps all the time. And it's specifically that expensive to try and limit the number of ghost tokens that circulate. If it ends up being too expensive, we'll lower it down. It's an experiment. But basically, the way a ghost token works is you can use this to challenge past keeps. Now, it's not going to be for crazy prizes. It's just going to be for a Choose 3 package. But it guarantees you a slot when you use a ghost token. So it's a much smaller number of people who are going in, so you definitely get a chance to be on stream and play. And you get a Choose 3 package on the line. So, it's a little bit something. It lets you prove to the world that your deck tech, if you've been a little bit luckier, might have been able to take the grand prize. And, it's a cute little way to also remember some of these past challenges that we've made. So, Ghost Tokens is a thing that's working, starting now and moving forward. If you guys are interested in such a program, let me know. You can shoot me a mail. I know some people are sitting on massive mountains of Bronto Bucks. So it's a good way to get there. Thank you, everybody, for all of your donations. It means so much to me. Thank you so much. Yeah, what time is it? It's still a little bit early, guys. I'm going to do another draft. Let's get right back up on that horse. One more draft, and then I think we'll probably call it. Um, let's do competitive draft queue.